Skoveli Moraskia Paradai Liza Proska Donte Lemokoria Liza Kosha Praske Baratonde Savakoria Mosante Borakoshaita. Yes, Jesus. Yes, Jesus. Sevelia Mosaito Liz Kaporaski Barate Moskatende Liza Kosha Braski Vahazaita Lia Kovele Moskado Valaita. Is the way of wisdom. I choose the way of the Lord. Celia Broska de Lemoria Sovaita. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine today. And what I'm about to bring to you is about the United Kingdom. Remember sometime last month, in the month of September, I spoke to you about the nomination of Liz Truss as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom as something that was divinely planned. It was a transfer of mantle from the Queen Elizabeth to her. And I told you she was going to face difficulties as she got into office, but the Lord gave counsel that let the royal family back her up and for the citizens to be united and stand together with her for Britain to rise again. The Lord had been preparing someone over the years, another leader who would take over from the Queen and lead this nation towards its future. Her Excellency Elizabeth Truss, the current Prime Minister of the UK, has the governing mantle of the Queen upon her. With her, the Lord is going to keep the nation moving and waxing strong. But the Lord told me she will face many difficulties during her period of service because she's coming in at a moment where crises have already piled up, waiting to unfold one after the other. The royal family should work hand in hand with Elizabeth Truss and be open to the ideas and strategies she provides for the crisis this nation will face. If she is backed by the royal family and the nation remains united and in harmony, the United Kingdom shall grow stronger and shall prosper. But that's not what was done, and she has decided to resign. This is the message I bring to the United Kingdom. Message for the UK. Liz Truss was chosen to take over the affairs of the nation. Before she was elected into power, all these crises were already existing. She came into power to slowly but surely bring Britain back to its feet. The Lord gave us counsel for the royal family to support her. Also, he commanded that all the people of the UK be united and stand together with Liz Truss in order to implement the ideas she contributes and together cause the UK rise once again. But instead of that, in her few weeks of power, she was criticized, blamed, and fought.
Mr. Speaker, this morning, the Business Secretary toured the TV studios arguing that the turmoil in the markets has nothing to do with her budget. Does the Prime Minister agree with him?
Well, Mr. Speaker, what we have done is we have taken decisive action. We have taken decisive action to make sure that people are not facing energy bills of £6,000 for 2 years. And I think we remember the opposition is only talking about 6 months.
Mr. Speaker, avoiding the question, ducking responsibility, lost in denial. No wonder investors have no confidence in her government.
She not being there because she desires power, but instead as someone who wants to serve, decided to resign.
At a time of great economic and international instability. Families and businesses were worried about how to pay their bills. Putin's illegal war in Ukraine threatens the security of our whole continent, and our country has been held back for too long by low economic growth. I was elected by the Conservative Party with a mandate to change this. We delivered on energy bills and on cutting national insurance. And we set out a vision for a low-tax, high-growth economy that would take advantage of the freedoms of Brexit. I recognise, though, given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party. This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 Graham Brady. We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed within the next week. This will ensure that we remain on a path to deliver our fiscal plans and maintain our country's economic stability and national security. I will remain as Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen. Thank you.
The greatest characteristic of a true leader is having a heart of service towards a people you love, cherish, and respect. This Liz Truss has. But I can tell you, those who may take over from her will not have the same objectives and will lead the UK into more trouble than she has gotten herself into already. It isn't for no reason that the Queen Elizabeth established Liz Truss as the last major appointment in the UK before going to rest. She was not voted in. She was sent to help the people out through a time of crisis. This I tell you prophetically. Put in other leaders and you will face the consequences. They might find quick solutions, but which shall not last over the years to come. Pray the king demands she remains in office if you want to see the UK rise once again and last. When prophetic counsel isn't considered, the nations bleed. Lose Liz Truss as Prime Minister and find yourselves in greater crisis than these. You lose Liz Truss as Prime Minister and you shall find yourself in greater crisis than these. The other leaders elected will not have the heart this woman has. She loves the UK. She's not there for power. She was sent to bring the UK back to its feet because the UK had already fallen. It's not today. Since the Brexit, the UK has been facing serious crisis. It seemed to be a good idea, but later on they faced many crises that worked negatively on the economy. The UK had already fallen. It's not the mini budget that caused the UK to fall. It was just a strategy to help the population first and bring back the UK to its feet. The UK had already fallen. Lose Liz Truss and the consequences shall be clear for everyone to see. The other leaders voted in will not be able to stand up to the task. They may provide temporal solutions for a particular time, but as time goes on, you shall see the deficiency of these solutions, and that shall lead the UK into more trouble than this. When prophetic counsel isn't considered, the nations bleed. Pray for the UK, pray for the UK, and pray for the UK. Be blessed. That was Prophet Samuel Fombang. Shalom.